Hey guys, I am over here. I'm coming around now. There we go. I hope everything looks good here. Let me know if anything doesn't sound or look right. I'm once again we're on the couch setup. Not because I'm hurting. Last time it was because I was hurting. Because I was in actual, as I said before, physical pain. This time it's just because it was really comfortable last time, and it's honestly easier for me to look at my television setup like this than it is to sit at my desk, which is much closer to the TV. How do I feel about that mall trailer? I actually kind of like the mall trailer. I'm intrigued. Am I expecting a masterpiece? Probably not. But I mean, so far the only like full animated series that they've done that I've been like, yeah, this one wasn't very good was Resistance. I thought that one was a little but like I like Rebels, I like Clone Wars, I even like Bad Batch, or as fillery as it gets. So I'm pretty open to the Darth Maul series, and it looked fine in the trailer. Persona 3 references. I'm sorry, Takas. I actually can let things through because I'm on my personal account for my chat right here in front of me. So it's possible for me to see, like normally when I'm at the computer, I can't see when something gets filtered out or something gets, filtered, and then I have to decide if it can go up or not. I can't see that when I'm on my computer. Normally I have to hope that's like Seki is around or something. Now, I could do that here this time. Yeah. Now, I think, like, in my opinion, the worst case scenario here is it's just fan servicey schlock. Okay. Hey, Pop, I need to play the game. You can lie down. I'm not playing with you right now. Okay. Alright, so so I did all my Persona Fusion last time. I remember right here. Let me make sure I have the team I want. I think I set the team I wanted last time, too. Yep, Akihiko, Metasfuka. Ken's gonna sit out for a bit. I'll swap around as needed. Oh, go to the deepest explored floor. Can you pop out?
Let's stick together, sister.
And pop back in? I've already done that.
Capable, but I guess that's to be expected from Aigis' sister.
Huh? Oh, there's a treasure chest.
Let's see. I'm worried that it might be another Kenobi situation where he takes back. See, yeah, that could be a bit of a problem. I will say though, I'm at least kind of invested even if they try something stupid like that, because there's a lot of I believe the idea is they're potentially reintroducing Darth Talon to Star Wars. So like, at least it's a character I'd be interested in seeing that would be stealing the show. But that said, it's always kind of when they do that. I'll also say you kind of have to try to make not Boba Fett. I guess you have to try to make Boba Fett looking competent too, but that's actually pretty impressive that they managed to make Boba Fett incompetent in his show. But you'd have to try really hard to make Darth Maul to make Darth Maul feel like he sucks more than it seems like it's such a layup. But then again, so is Boba Fett. I think the biggest problem with Boba Fett, and this could be a problem for Darth Maul, is Disney is scared to write a villain. as the hero of a Star Wars show. Sorry, I'm just adjusting the camera here a little bit. Might happen a couple times because
In this situation,
not exactly the best setup in terms of technicals.
what is optimal? Persona!
Puff, I'm playing a game right now. Not right now.
My will be some nice Enemy down!
Maul versus Vader? Yeah, I remember they hinted that Maul and Vader may have encountered each other before. Alright, that Maul's still a villain, but just another enemy of my enemy. That's... I'm hoping so. I'm hoping that's the direction they go with it, but... I've yet to see them pull that off in Star Wars, I think.
Don't underestimate me.
Where they went all the way and just let the villain be a villain let a villain main character be a villain main character. They always feel like they're a little resistant or scared to do it when they try something like that, or they have to find a way to make this character seem really like, oh, this character is good from a certain point of view. See what I did there? I think like the worst example of it's like every time both Disney and OldEU ever tried to do like
The enemy is
the Imperial story, I guess not counting Andor. I think Andor is one of the few exceptions to this, where they let you follow an Imperial character and just let them be a villain, but they also weren't the sole main character. But ooh, no.
recalibrating visual sensors.
Sorry, I've lost my train of thought a bit. Oh, I remember. It just feels like they rarely, whenever you have like the Imperial character, they always have to completely be like, oh, but the Empire wasn't so bad for this group of people, or alternatively, they do this weird thing where it's like every Imperial that we ever follow gets to be redeemed.
In this situation,
Every one of them. Nah, just shoot him. See, I'm not necessarily talking about the comics because I know the comics are interesting. The comics are interesting even in a canon perspective, because in theory the canons or the comics, unlike the original sort of material, is supposed to be fully canon. But the comics and like these secondary materials always seem to be the first to go whenever they want to do something unique. So I've like only half been paying attention to this, which is not good because this is an actually kind of rough fight.
how can I help acting on her own?
I don't have. Let's try to kill someone.
And a follow-up.
Not out yet. Okay, it's go time.
Feel weak. Summoning. Mitra.
It's so expensive to use that. Do I have a better... I don't think I do, because that's why I had to create it in the first place. But I need to if I want to be able to knock them out. Even because if I just kill them, I'm not going to get the full all-out attack to knock out the rest there. Oh, this sucks. Oh, I did say, Tacos, that, like, Andor is, like, the sole recent exception lately. Like, Andor is the only exception I can think of off the top of my head that really committed to it. And that's where it's like, they're not really the main, the main characters. Or not, they're not main characters, but they're not the... They do a good job splitting the show, and they're not even the focus character, is what I'm saying. Whereas something like where it's like advertising itself as you're following along with the Imperials, or you're oh, this is...
Let's get this over with. Look, a rare shadow. Want to go after it? Look, sister, a rare one. The enemy is wide open. Do your best to take it down. No way. How can I help my sister? Focus. Hey, quit moving! The enemy sees sister! Oh, forward!
I guess, yeah, you could probably qualify Bad Batch. They had some good Imperial-led storylines there.
Won't back down! Will this help you, sister?
That certainly went well.
Let's make this quick. You can do it. Situation. Isaac! Seriously? Yukari comes down. She's in trouble. Now then. Come on. Let us knock an enemy down. Shall I take charge? It's in your hands, of course. I can do this.
I was hoping I wasn't going to be dropping one of these. I think this is going to run out of so much MP.
The enemy sees sister! Oh, forward! Initiative! Weapons free! Last one! Let's finish this!
Better watch out.
Again, I don't think the problem is villain protags. I think it's when you have villain, like, truly, like, from the beginning, like, the show is about that villain. That I'm not necessarily in full trust of them on. But not that I'm not interested. It's a good team. It's a good writing team. I'd never say that the team can't do it.
Shadow spotted. What's the plan?
My worry more is that they could be cudgeled by by the #1 rule of marketability.
I'm detecting a surge of power. Be careful. My thanks. What should I do? Focus.
Don't miss any of them. Please don't miss a single one. Thank God.
Maximum firepower. Nice go. What the abnormality detected.
At least I can be confident only one person's getting ailmented before their next turn.
Thank you for your support.
And Yukari's first. Motherfuckers. Thank you.
I'm losing my bearings.
Ugh. Oh,
What should I do?
that was fast.
Engaging.
Oh, congratulations on beating Owl on the Fae.
3 targets remaining. Target destroyed. That's it, I guess. 2 left. Enemy defeated. You're doing great, Yukari-chan. Sonata-senpai stunned. Last one. 1 enemy eliminated.
We're just getting started.
Sonata-senpai's back in the match.
Won
That's a
that
win
one
for the
fair and
team.
square.
Good job, everyone.
That was a good workout.
Where am I? There I am. Okay, is that the... Oh, no.
How are you?
Oh. Okay, there's still a little bit of floor left.
Let's go. The enemy's weak to ice. Let's freeze them solid.
2 ice, 2 fire.
Damage inflicted. Let us distress. Someone calm her down. Come on. You got this. Way to go, Menace. I can do this.
Hang on. Okay, yeah, Metis is ice, so I should focus on fire. No, I don't want to think. Don't fall into the hermit we see in Rebels. Yeah, that feels like it's the direction it's going. Because right now, that is a period we're distinctly missing, is, like, what the fuck happened between his solo appearance, where he was just this really powerful crime lord, and Rebels, where he was a hermit. And had, like, none of his resources left. Okay, I'm gonna go for the heal this time.
Good teamwork, everyone. Now on to the next.
Yeah, it's the entire floor. I think. Huh.
It seems like
Now, what do we run into next? You seem capable, but I guess that's to be expected from Ike's assistant. Another day on the
preparing the
job.
analysis. Now's the time. I'm still setting up. It'll
Ice.
take a little more time.
Are they all weak to ice? They might be.
Don't dodge it.
Saw that coming.
How's the footwork come out of the pipe? This is my duty. Do not make contact. Two enemies down. This one I get. Right? Timing off. Go, go. Full power.
Just activate this any chance I get. Because sometimes this will be an MP restoration. I'm pretty sure. Or not. That might have been something you had to unlock, now that I'm thinking about it.
Look at you.
To end this. Forward.
Yeah, I mean, we already kind of know from the trailer the Inquisitors are going to be after him.
Don't underestimate me. Now I can support you all even better.
Okay. What shock noise?
Good teamwork, everyone. Now on to the next. This will be a fight worth our while. Now's our chance.
The enemy looks in this situation. Hey, that's just unfair.
I should have done DRG there.
One step at a time.
What is optimal? Amazing, sister.
They'll just throw the big bat. Yeah.
Don't hold anything back. And then it's weapons free.
Though I think my problem with the Jedi games is they can only throw Vader at you at the climax so often before it's like, okay, when is Vader getting involved? I do hope that the next one maybe doesn't includes Vader more from the beginning, or is a little bit more. Maybe if they're going to use Vader, use him in a different way other than just being the near end game boogeyman.
Yukari-chan, watch out! Your defense has fallen.
Yeah, I just want these things dead.
You better brace yourself. Charging. Maximum power. It's a win for the team. Good job, everyone.
Oh, a new skill, huh?
Okay. The gems are useful at least.
Shadow up ahead. Taking it out. This shouldn't be a problem.
I have to do this. Focus. What should I do? My wish will become my strength. Unit got an enemy down. How can I help my sister?
Just gonna one by one them here.
Well, let us knock an enemy down. This is my wish. I'll take care of this. Let's strike them down. End them alive.
It would be interesting if they had Cal Kestis sit out the war.
How did I do, sister? I'll always give my all for my sister. Great. It's our advantage. What we have the chance to hit first? I'm still setting up. It'll take a little more time.
Oh!
One down. Exceptional sight. Here we go.
Yeah, this would be a massacre every time I see these things.
Weapon free.
Oh, if you knock out, if you just knock, or did I no, it was weak, that was why. It was weak to that.
Keep your filthy hands off my sister. That went well.
Hey, there we go. Twilight Fragment.
You seem capable.
What exactly am I using Yen for?
Sister, an enemy.
Yeah, I don't really want to fight. Okay. Oops.
Initiative failed. Hold on. I need to calm down. Found something useful.
I kind of need Igus for this one.
How can I help my sister? First, recalibrating visual sensors. It looks like you're distressed.
Motherfucker. No, I need to save that for a boss.
It is time. Pizza.
Good one.
Knocked out by ice summoning. Pizza. What enemy knocked out by ice?
Yeah, if they were to keep going, they'd probably be edging a little too close to the trilogy.
I can take care of this. Now, leave it to me. Hard done. Don't panic. Awaiting order. What's the best one? My wish will become my strength.
Look at you.
Now, all out attack. End of the line.
certainly went well. Enemy spotted.
Let's make this quick. Sorry, Tom, that one down. Sorry, Tom, that one down. Focus. Exceptional stuff. This should end it.
What's happening? This should help.
Oh no.
Banana's device confused. Watch out. Target eliminated. Well done.
Just tap. There we go. Peak gameplay.
No status detected. This I can fight even better.
That's actually pretty nice to have. Namely for boss fights if things go bad. Yeah, what am I collecting all? Because some of the stuff you're supposed to sell in the base game, if memory serves.
Seize the initiative in this situation. I'm still setting up. It'll take a little more time.
Ice, fire, ice? Yeah.
It'll take a little more time.
There we go.
Banana's down. Enemy down. Ready to switch in.
You mind?
Taking action. It is time. Keep track. Do not make contact. What should I do? My wish will become my strength. Shall I take charge?
Stop making me waste my Igus's MP. Oh my god. I'm just gonna go Agi.
Amazing, sister! Don't hold anything back!
Who did I pick in the main game? I feel like I talked about that when I did the, like we were talking about like the romantic interest. I feel like I talked about that when we did because Realm and I did an off the shelf for the main game, but I can't remember. Yeah, I went with Yukari, I think.
All right. Are we heading
But also, Persona 3's protagonist. I think I did Yukari and also did. I think I did Yukari and Ike, both Yukari and Igus. Because I think my justification was canonically Persona 3's protagonist is a cheater based off the original game, and his ass was only saved because he 100% he got saved by the belt, really, by the fact that he got to die at the end of the game.
Prepare yourself!
Boy, I didn't want to know what his life would look like after that.
This is bad! Wind isn't good on this one. We'll have to try something else. What next? Some fun! Persona! I won't be beaten. Looks like fire will work
Your
great.
fire and your ice, so
I can do this. Persona! My enemy knows this is my resolve.
for some reason I thought that was the the multi-group one. No, I was wrong.
What is optimal? Enemy down! Leave it to me. Focus. This is mine.
So they never programmed a friendship route until Persona 4? Yeah, that part to me is funny.
How did I do, sister? Hey!
Sure. Let's play that gamble. Well, not really a gamble. I've already explored the entire floor. We're just gonna go to next floor.
Hey there. Oh, there.
Oh, look at that. Twilight fragment.
You seem capable. But I guess that's to be expected from Aigis' sister.
Of course. Never underestimate us sisters.
T.H.E's protagonist is doing that first. Look, he had the harder path, but Persona 4's protagonist had. Persona 4's protagonist just managed to pull it off easier, not smarter,
I'm still setting up. It'll take a little more time.
or not necessarily smarter, and not he didn't work as hard for it. It's like the difference between like born with it versus had to hone that skill. Got a skill I want to particularly hone, not particularly, but hey, they did it.
Amazing, sister. Don't hold anything back.
From skipping floors in the answer? I'm mainly going through it so I don't have an issue of grinding.
No patterns detected.
Like just trying to keep my levels up. I'm sure if I wasn't training a full party.
Three enemies. Be careful. The enemy's quick to ice. That's pretty solid. Seriously?
Of course.
Cuts down. Oh, body's tingling. Current the electricity is preventing you from moving. Obvious. One enemy knocked down by ice. This is my resolve. This is my duty. One enemy knocked down by ice. Understood. Current the electricity is preventing you from moving. This is my
Man, Sonata kind of sucks, doesn't he? I know he wasn't the best in the main game either, but like, I have barely used him at all in this.
We'll get it, sister. Locked and loaded. Do this. Yes.
You just gonna increase attack and accuracy again? Yep. Ah.
I'm feeling good about this. Still setting up.
Ice.
It'll take a
ice, fire. Okay.
What is optimal?
I think the problem when you're good, and this is just kind of the problem of being good at bosses in Persona games, like in the modern Persona games in general. I feel like it's way too easy to make just the main character really fucking broken in the boss fights. Like, knock it out in a few turns broken in the boss fights. Like, that's what I was looking at by the end of pretty much every modern Persona playthrough I've done. I think it's only 2 or 3. And like when you can make a character that can solo the bosses in the late game, it means that Akihiko's only gonna really be good at maybe the early to mid game. And otherwise, what you need are characters that are good at dealing with mobs or good at dealing with the transition of mob into a boss. Or Yosuke throw it. I heard about that one. See, I don't even know that it's a min-maxing thing. It's not like I don't ever go into these Persona games like I need to make my character min-max. I kind of just stumble into it because of the nature of the refining of making your personas as you merge them, as you do fusion. Because you're like just inherently always sort of building to you're building up your character and building like eventually you start like, okay, this is my my very physical persona. This is the one that I want to do a lot of magic damage. Maybe I have a few here for elemental coverage for that are really good at elemental coverage for the floors. You stop needing. You're not min-maxing per se, but you're coming damn close. Anything useful. I mean, the pendulum is sick, but there's not a lot of space for anything useful to be.
A door. Looks like we've reached the first goal.
This place was bigger than we thought. How many more times we gotta do this?
I don't know for sure, but judging by the Desert of Doors, I'm betting it's not going to be just once or twice. We're looking for the source of our troubles, so logically, it should be at the deepest level.
I should be turning on auto.
All we can do is
I almost started clicking through like I would if I'm playing on my own.
It's like Tartarus all over again.
The two of them do share some similarities.
Like the friggin' shadows wandering around. Man, and here I thought we were done with them for good. The Lost are all gone now, though. So why are we still dealing with the shadows?
Only way to know is to start looking for any.
I mean, in every Persona game I've done, I do try to mix up the team, and it creates a little bit of extra challenge. But like, especially if you're playing on harder difficulties, or if you're pushing the game a little bit faster, I could see why you would just stick with one more min-max team.
Through the hell we went through. Finally had some peace. Told myself I'd focus on the future. Not look back. But now it feels like nothing's changed. I thought we were through with fighting.
Yukari.
Time doesn't flow normally here, so it's no surprise you feel that way. You'll find that there will be many opportunities to revisit your past here.
What's that supposed to mean?
My pup is really happy with me right now. Oh, hi. My pup is really happy with me right now because I'm using a blanket he really likes. It's one that my grandmother just knitted for me recently. Or it might be, I don't remember, I don't know if it was knitted or crocheted. But this is a new scene, ain't it?
But we were just in...
What's going on? Did we make it out somehow?
I don't know. Something seems off. Also, isn't it kind of hot?
You kids,
Oh, Kurosawa-san.
what are you doing out here on a weekday? Shouldn't you be in school?
Oh, but it's spring break.
Spring break? That was a couple months ago. It's July now. And what's with the getup? You all headed somewhere?
Oh, no. We're just,
Well, I'll let it slide since you kids are a little different.
He really just said there's something wrong with you guys.
If you're up to something, you won't get off scot-free. Are we clear?
Dude, you sell them guns.
jeez.
I know you don't sell them guns. You sell them swords and spears.
Later, say 2009. That calendar, too. So when he said it's July, did he mean
Oh, well, that also could.
last year?
That's impossible. Are you saying this is the past?
I don't know if that explains it.
Hey, Aigis' sister. Hey, are you listening?
Maybe she would if you used her actual name.
Are the things here that interesting to you?
No, not at all. It's all normal, everyday stuff, right? This is a fountain, and that over there is a store.
Well, I come here to gaze at the fountain myself from time to time.
Really? You do the same?
There is something mysterious about this place. For all of us, not just you. Tell me, what is this place?
We got here by passing through a door, remember? Doors like that are located throughout the abyss of time. Each of them connected to the past.
Then, this really is last year?
How else can you explain the different time and season? But it seems you can't just go anywhere in the past. Only somewhere from your memories. I don't think this place connects to anywhere else either.
Seriously? The past? Oh, man.
We're lucky to have ended up here. Let's use this time to gather supplies. Whatever we get here should be usable until the abyss of time disappears. Perhaps that's why the door led us here in the first place. It may have reflected your inner thoughts.
All right, now here's the question: How generous is this DLC going to be with the money?
Pretty well. It's also mind-boggling to me, though.
Well, on the bright side, at least we won't starve now.
And that was how we learned why the Abyss of Time was called as such. It was a place where one could revisit bygone days. And looking back on it now, that wasn't the only thing that astounded us. Maybe we all subconsciously sensed some sort of salvation.
Serious? Sister.
Okay, what can I get into? Presumably not Club Escapade. Or anywhere else. Okay, what was it? There's a restaurant. No point going in there. Okay, now I don't need to accept any forgotten skills. I'll go take a look at the weapons later.
Welcome. What? I see.
Oh yeah, it's the weapon fusion.
By the way, yes. Creating equipment. You've come at a good time. There are some new items you can create.
Because that's what Yukari needs, less accuracy. Critical, but it's got high critical. Let's see, what else can I make? These are making... I'm less worried about armor. Actually, I'm not really worried about weapons either. Yeah, I'll hold off on that. Maybe
Is that all you need?
Actually, no.
I got
Items.
my hands on some pretty interesting wares. Feel free to look around.
Because these are going to be invaluable. Every time. I'm going to hold off for the minute, though. I want to go look at everything else.
Is that all you need? Come again.
This I'll just start buying from.
Welcome. You'll like the new stuff we got in stock. Take a look around, yeah?
Normally I try to keep a good stock on this, but I don't have that much money on
Done
me.
already?
I need to go sell my stuff first and then see how much I have. Can I play the machines? No. Okay, let's go sell my stuff and see how much money the exploration's gonna give me.
All right. What'd you bring? Wanna sell in bulk? Sure, it's a deal.
Okay, that's better. Do I want to upgrade my weapons yet?
Got some new things in stock.
Because I have a feeling I'm not. Money's gonna be a little like. I guess as always, her weapons are dumb expensive. Okay. They're all dumb expensive. I don't have that much money to go around right now. Yeah, I'm not gonna buy any weapons.
You finished? Come back soon.
Not when I'm relying so much on personas. Armor. How? Oh, what's the armor value like? Is it worth? Is armor worth? this is
Got some stuff you might find useful.
also expensive as
What are
shit.
you looking for?
Okay.
You've got to be seeing ya.
Maybe a little. Okay. Then right now, I'm going to focus on for money-wise, I'm going to focus on just getting some extra inventory items, because these... let's get myself... although chance of a side effect, yeah, I'm not touching that, but I'm going to get 3 of each of these, just for...
You made up your mind. That's all you want. Thanks for coming.
because that could help in
That's all you
a
want.
pinch.
Which ones?
Get myself a couple of sheets. And medicine, I'm not worried about medicine. I have enough MP, and I'm finding healing items around, so. What I'm more worried about is AP.
That reminds
Or not HP, I mean, it's HP I have enough of, and it's MP I
I
need
got my
more. What
hands
is...
on some pretty interesting wares.
Okay.
Feel free
This
to look
stuff,
around.
if I feel like doing any min-maxing, will be nice. Get Mega.
Go on, look around.
What I care more about right now are these.
How many? Have you decided? All right, I'll trade you for this. Go on, look around.
I don't really care so much about everything else. I'll be able to get everything else just kind of casually. But getting any SP restoring items. Or
Everything
SP,
good. Hope to
MP?
see you soon.
SP, I think, in this game. That's my priority. It's Archimedes skins. Okay. Now I'll go ahead and move on. Because they are not giving me enough money to even want to bother with weapons.
Oh, wow. I didn't think we'd emerge here instead of the Desert of Doors, but I guess it's not completely improbable, since this place seems to be fully connected to the Abyss.
My percent, I don't know. There's too many of the existing ones, and I can't think of. I'm not a history buff enough to know the to know all the different people it could be.
Yo, little sis, what's the holdup?
Seriously?
Hey, keep it moving. The rest of us need to get through too.
Nice.
Huh?
All right.
That's so How do I put this? Hey!
Oh, I did not mean to do that. Okay, check the upstairs one. So I don't think any of the upstairs vending machines sell SP restoration items. Yeah. Ishtar rate is on rate up. Gear would have been nice, but I see why they didn't. This is balanced for a much earlier part in the game, and Gear all has her own stats. Now, it doesn't make as much sense from a lore standpoint, because in theory, the gear is supposed to be the same. I guess maybe they got rid of most of their gear because, unlike Persona 5, the weapons in Persona 3 are actual weapons that they brought with, that they buy from the police.
Hi.
Make multiple saves.
I've been waiting for it. Oh, embarrassing. I shall be waiting then.
What are...
Marvelous. I'm looking for. Are you accepting a request? Oh my. Most excellent. Most excellent. Oh my. Most excellent.
Okay. 3 special fusions, 10 Persona fusions, 30 treasure chests, 150 shadows. Have a Sarasvati with the skill Agilio in your possession in the Port Elizabeth. That one's going to take some extra work. What's the reward? If I remember right, these ones were like, costumes are what they'll give you. Meteor knuckles and muscle.
By all means. Here are my requests. I will await a report of come to think of. By all means.
Just accept these.
Await a report of success.
Not that I think it does much in this one, because in this one, you don't have a lot of places you can go, but...
Oh, embarrassing.
Okay, let's do some Persona Fusion. Because it might be time I get rid of Orpheus.
Welcome to the Velvet.
Best Velvet Room Attendant? Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen that many. Because I haven't really done much with I haven't played very far into Persona 4. Persona 5, obviously I like the twins, and I like, what's her name? I forget her name because it's been so long, but the one, the singular one. And then I only know Elizabeth in Persona 3 because I've never played 3 Portable to see, is it Theodore? Okay, register my personas.
Is overwriting acceptable? All registered.
Okay.
Which will you choose?
What can I fuse them into? 33, so I can't do King Frost, but what's
This
Baphomet?
would be a wise choice.
Dark. I don't really have Dark, and he's got Fire, so it wouldn't be a bad trade-off for Orpheus. Because I'm not losing it. What I am losing is because I don't need to keep Augie. I can just carry over Agilio. And I'm not worried about the physical attacks. Orpheus is not my strongest. Is not going to end game. What am I losing at you? Zio. But I have plenty of lightning, because Sonata and, I believe Sonata and Ken both have lightning. Yeah, I could just carry it over depending on how many slots I get.
This persona is powerful.
Magic 25. What's Orpheus's magic? I need 21. Yeah, well... It's not worth waiting one level.
Too much for you.
Nah, I'll just go for
This
Baphomet.
persona is powerful. Please choose what skills to inherit.
I can inherit 3 skills. I want to inherit Aguilayo, so I'm not just nuking everything with a billion... with all that. Growth one's nice, but... I'm not worried about surviving Dark Insta-Kill. Like, if I run into a boss with Dark Insta-Kill, I'll just create a persona for Dark Insta-Kill. For how often it's at the front of my party with fire, Auto Rakuja, or Rakukaja, is actually pretty tempting. Zio is tempting just for the coverage. One foe lowering attack can be good for bosses, I guess? Hard decision. I only get 2 and there's 4 skills that I'd be interested in keeping. I'm really not worried about Zio. I feel like I can get another lightning persona pretty quickly. And I have so much access to lightning right now. So it's between these 3. I'm less worried about lowering attack. Lowering defense is one thing. Lowering attack, it usually feels pretty fruitless to me. So I'm going to keep Auto Rakukaja and Dekaja.
A new power emerges.
I don't think I was able to unlock Orpheus Telos when I played the Persona 3 Reload. I think, because I recorded that off the shelf like the day I beat Persona 3 Reload, which is the same day I unlocked that super boss to get Orpheus Telos. Okay, hi Pixie. Yeah, I can make another King Frost. Who is actually unregistered, which is funny. But I didn't make a King Frost in my main
Take
playthrough.
all the time you need to consider.
Well, I can make another Orpheus. That's funny. That's funny that I could just make another Orpheus. But you're a little too important for me to want to get rid of right now.
This one is somewhat beneath you. Is this acceptable?
Okay, I'm not interested in these ones. I need to be grabbing more personas as I'm playing. I focused a lot on EXP early on, but I should grab more persona for fusion fodder. Still, I consider that a win. I got a new. Was that instant death? Was that instant death or was that damage? I'm not that concerned either way because it's still nice to have that. But Persona, Baphomet. No, it's just medium dark damage. I'm happy to have another class because that means I think on Aegis I now have a good majority of these. So I have fire. I've got ice, lightning. I don't have. Oh no, I have wind. I have light. Twice now because I actually have you as well, which you actually kind of kill some of my need for Mithras if I want to get rid of Mithras for being too expensive. I'd rather keep Mithras and keep you just for emergencies. I'll fuse. This is fusion fodder at the end of the day. And High Pixie is, yeah, also probably fusion fodder. Because I guess I don't have anyone else on ice on you. But yeah, I have all the... So I have all the special elements. And do I have the physical elements? Slash, gun, punch. Yep.
Good day. Are you accepting a request? Let's hear the results.
Okay.
Very well.
All right. Let's do another save. I'll just save over the last one because it was the same one. And let's keep going to Kokyotis. So last time was this door. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more doors. I'm just setting up pup.
See you. I'm sorry. Let's stick together, sister.
This place is creepy. Oh, I really don't like this place.
Shadow.
Time for a fight. It's a strong one. Be on your guard. Pull the trigger. Isis!
I'll take care of this. Let's go.
For a first light enemy, I'm gonna go out on a whim and say that it's weak to dark, but we'll do a courtesy go around here.
What is optimal?
Yeah, who'da thunk? I also probably should have paid attention to who I brought in here, so I'm losing out on EXP. Oh man, I don't like that I'm losing out on so much EXP here. Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna roach.
Has won the day. Will this help you, sister?
Especially for a party I wasn't particularly fond of before, so I'll...
What's the deal with this place? I think we'd be sent back.
I wish I could leave. Okay.
Look, a treasure.
Probably not, but I've not played very many. I haven't really played much Dragon Quest, as much as I'd like, to be honest. I played, which one was it? I played Dragon Quest, is it 7 or is it 8? I played a little tiny bit of, and I also played a little tiny bit of, was it 11S?
I can do this. Persona, amazing, sister. All squad members, forward. Target locked. One remaining. One enemy eliminated. All enemies defeated. Good work out there.
Looks like I'm getting even stronger.
That was great, sister.
I'll just leave at the first teleporter I see, because if my memory of teleporters works right, and this might be why there's no real checkpoint floors. So long as you, basically, so long as I don't go back to the dorms to heal, and so long as I don't try to go shopping, I think it'll let me just immediately jump back to whatever floor I teleported out of.
Exceptional spelling.
Especially if I'm going to be seeing these death enemies, or the enemies weak to these dark attacks.
Ready for action.
It's probably in my best interest to bring Kodamaru here, even though I know he's pretty expensive.
What is optimal? It's up to you. My turn. What's next?
I was just never able to get into Dragon Quest, and I don't know why. I know they're supposed to be really good games, so...
Went off without a hitch. Let's get going.
I wonder if those anti-grinding places are going to be in this one. If so, I need to be keeping
Best to stay on your toes here.
keeping a good stock on those the Twilight fragments.
So that was Polonium Mall last July.
The enemy is wide open. What's next? The strong one. Be on your guard. Sorry, no.
Yeah, these things are dead.
Alright, let's keep that up. Should we go back, just to be safe?
Yes, because I want to swap my party around a bit, even if it means I have to redo a couple floors. Yeah, so we're pulling pretty much everyone off active party. Is this a very viable party? Probably not, but I need to be spreading the levels. And I'm just tired of using Akihiko. That also means I gotta be careful, because I believe, if I'm not wrong... Oh. Hey, how am I? I need to check. Oh my god, I am a mess. I am an actual mess. Definitely not Junpei, but... Yeah, the only healer I'd have in my party would be Aegis. Which could be its own problem, meaning I need to have a persona good at healing. And support. Of which I've actually got only High Pixie. So let's go do some fusion. Focus on making a healing persona here if I can. Make something even half decent, and then let Aegis
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
play a little bit more of a supportive role, which is not going to be great.
Please choose the persona.
What is my special fusion options?
Persona you desire. Is it
Can make Pale Rider. They're so low level. Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that stuff quite yet.
Which will you choose?
Okay, Hi Pixie. What can I fuse you with? Something with good magic would be ideal.
This persona, yes?
Not you. Though I have used you You're not that untempting, to be honest, because he's really good in the early game, from what I remember.
This persona, yes?
Much the same with Satanta. Has the chance of taking a critical hit.
Are you satisfied with this? Is this acceptable?
Such a
Is this acceptable?
bad magic persona, though. The physical persona.
This persona.
Oh, those are tempting, but I don't want to be blowing my money just fusing Jikokuten when there's going to be better physical personas later. As soon as Satanta's name was uttered, that'd have been funny.
This power might be too much for you.
There's a healing persona.
This persona, yes?
Actually, yeah, I think I'm going to go with this.
Is this acceptable? Please choose what skills to inherit.
Hama would be nice. Or not Hama. Koha would be nice. I don't really play at the insta-kills very much unless I need it for a boss. And I play those point by point. Well, I'm gonna grab Koha, obviously. Yeah, I need to see your stats. No, I'm not doing anything physical with you. So Koha and do I want to just grab Resist Charm or Poison? I'm not really playing with any current crit setups, so I'm gonna just go with Resist Charm for now.
It's finally time.
Yeah, CL is insanely good. Like, CL in JP for this last year was able to do, like, I would say most of the 90 plus
All the time you need to
fights that I was looking at. Like, there's a few that her set doesn't work for, but she's really good. And then boss fights, she's just insane. Okay, so I don't need High Pixie anymore. High Pixie being, I only needed Ice Personas, which I can grab Bufala or Ma Bufala if I merge Pixie with Yamato Orochi to get the physical Satanta. What can Neko Shogun get me, though? Not a lot. Honestly, Neko Shogun might end up being something I need to just burn eventually, but I've got space for him still, so I'll keep it. But yeah, I'm going to fuse for Satanta and just give him a little bit of magic for coverage.
Please choose what skills to inherit.
Because wait. Baphomet has Zeo, right? No. Is that my only Zeo? That is my only Zeo. Is Yamato no
Is this
Orochi.
acceptable? What do you wish to inherit?
So I need to worry about Bufula and Zeo. Do I have another ice? I don't think I do. That's not great, because that means that my physical persona would be strapped. Instead of being able to grab, like, I guess, what is Torrent Shot? 2 to 4, it's weak, pierced. Instead of being able to grab, like, I guess, no, that's not that big a difference. So, it would be Bufula and Zeo, or Mabufu and Zeo. Zeo either way for the, I just to keep the coverage going. Even though it's not going to be very good damage-wise. Do I want a weak spread of everybody or just one shot? I'm going to keep one shot, to be honest. I don't like having the spread as much. It's not as useful for boss fights and in enemy formations on floors. It can be counterproductive every once in a while. This really ain't a great persona, but we'll go with it just to... There we go, Seki. Happy? Space Rush is interesting. Space Rush has saved my ass out of enough situations where I could say if you're not going to be disappointed if you have her. But, I would hesitate to say that she does anything, like she's consistently using. She's great in story fights, I'll say that. In story fights, she's really good, especially because she's helpful for both the Moon Cancer Ordeal call as well as the Ruler one, with how much you're fighting both classes. But using her isn't always like in farming. You're going to use either a counterclasser or you're going to use a more reliable single or multi-core setup. Peak gameplay. Yeah, the affection meter's all right. I think it's only really useful when you don't know what you're going to be fighting in, except for in story though. I don't think it's actually that useful for farming or boss fights. Outside of like specific, maybe has a min turn setup in it, but as for Alice not being on, I can see why Alice wouldn't be on there. Alice is kind of overshadowed farming wise, especially once the append 5 gets added with Tonolico. Fire problem for this guy. And you currently only have death. fire. Okay.
What is optimal? Something else.
What are you weak to? Win. I actually need to use. It's fine. I actually think Makoha is probably the right answer for these things, anyways. It's just not great for MP usage. But yeah, I can see why Alice wasn't included there. Tonalico just kind of overshadows her in almost every way. Outside of, like, Alice is mostly around for, like, weird caster comps where you just want to have a lot of survivability, which you can make work. I like using Alice, but I can see why Alice wouldn't make it onto a top servants of the year list. She's not bad. She's actually a pretty good farming caster and good for boss fights. Just not anything mind-blowing. And Sojiro being at that spot makes perfect sense. Sojiro is mostly useful for multi-core comps. CL being the only must-roll servant this year. I need to think about that for a minute. Because when I think about this year, maybe. I don't know. If you can make an argument, to my understanding, for the two servants at the end of the year, Lohi and what's the pretender Arcoade's name? Phantasmoon. You can make an argument for them because Phantasmoon and Loki are both pretty good at what they do. And once again, Aegis is flowing right through all of her SP. Any chance you'll give me MP or SP, Andy? Man, I'm really suffering without these social links. I'm just gonna go for a kill. Okay, I'm gonna push what I can before I use that that snuff soul I bought earlier.
Three enemies! Be careful! One enemy down by a Monokun! One enemy down by a Monokun! All together now! One fewer enemy. Keep it up, Junpei-kun. There. That about does it. Is out. No shadows detected. You can head down from there. Thanks, Koro-chan.
We got ourselves a shadow here. Hey, let's loot that chest.
It's up to you, Dakota Doyle. I'm not that worried about it.
Enemy eliminated. Good boy, Koro-chan. Koro-chan knocked one down. This is my resolve. Persona. Yes, this is. Don't help.
Why am I using that on them? I'm pretty sure I have the cheaper light attack now, too. Then again, it's not that much cheaper. It's cheap enough for this, though. I guess it'll also be cheaper dropping 10 each time.
That's a win for the team. Good job, everyone. This is my resolve. Persona. One enemy knocked down by ice opening. Persona. Engage. One enemy knocked down by ice. I can do this. Something else. Summoning. No. This is the way to go. This is my resolve. Persona. Yes. All squad members, forward.
Thanks for the necessary crit, Ken.
Detected. All right, new move.
Oh, guess it's time to move on.
Also, I have Ken who can use light attacks. Why am I burning through all my Aegis SP like this?
How are you doing? Oh, there's a treasure chest.
We may not know how this place works, but I'm sure we're making progress.
So I thought I remember these from the main game being weak to win.
It's a win for the team! Good job, everyone!
Well, that's probably good for the end game.
The enemy is wide open! We have the chance to hit first!
I'll end this.
That's what I thought, that they'd probably be weak to light.
One fewer enemy. Keep it up, Junpei-kun. You dodged the attack! Nice one!
Alright, now, back to business.
Look, there's a
Four targets! This is our chance to attack first!
persona's ready.
One enemy down! Count on us! This is my resolve. Mitra! I need to try something else. The enemy! All squad members, forward! All enemies defeated! Good work out there!
There it is.
Oh, there's a treasure chest!
What's everyone's levels looking like? 35, 32, 31, 32, but everyone else is like 34, except for Akihiko. But Akihiko's not falling behind Ken yet, so the most I could do is swap him out for maybe Kodamaru or Junpei, but I don't really feel like it. I'll swap him out once Ken passes him.
So,
Probably Junpei, 'cause I don't. They're both supposed to. They're both a little bit more of a physical character. They don't have great magic.
100%. Now, put on your game face and let's get to march.
Look, there's a shadow.
Yes, we have the advantage.
I'm still setting up. It'll take a little more time. That's it! like we I'll start preparing the analysis.
The persona's ready. Help us! Call an enemy!
Excellent.
Let's finish this!
That about does it. No shadows detected.
There we go. I knew Kodamaru would be getting a fire attack eventually. Some of these are throwing me off because normally you recruit some of these characters at higher levels. I'm pretty sure. So you start with some of their dual. Oh. Start with some of their extra stuff. Ugh, just the Monad doors. I kind of got sick of those by the end of my playthrough, to be honest. But we'll just dump that in, I guess. Why not those two as well? And that gives me a little bit better. Saves the Snuff Soul. Just what I needed. A new enemy that... And I'm pretty sure you're probably all attacks resist. Oh no, they're with the light. Okay. That's very nice. Okay. Awfully generous chests. Oh, man. Oh, Jesus. try the hard one.
All right. Preparing to engage. And now? I'm still setting up. It'll take a little more time. Together. Will this help? What's next? Oh, you just get this! Summoning! No, I'm still setting up. It'll take a little more time.
We'll come back to Neko Shogun. Oh, look at that. The one that I have only one of. I'll probably start popping gears.
That was close.
Avoid it. Oh no! Kurojo's down!
Stop killing the dog!
Kurojon! Now's my chance. I'm catching this! Now's my chance! Summoning! Maximum firepower!
Yeah, eat shit.
Will this work? Another wave of enemies! I'm still setting up. It'll take a
fix him in a second. Let me just wail on this guy.
What is optimal? Don't hold anything back. You're poisoned. Keep an eye on your health. Come on, Akun. Your defense has been weakened.
I'll end this.
Nah, I pretty much got him on the ropes here. Eat shit, stop trying to kill the dog.
Come on, Akun. Your defense has been weakened.
This work?
The strong one. Be on your guard.
And now?
Let's see.
Summon it. Pizza. Fire won't work. Be careful.
Keep it together.
Abnormality detected. They could. Your attack power is fallen. Igus, your attack power is declined.
Wow, that took a while.
One enemy knocked down by Igus. I can do this. This is my kingdom.
Wow. Wow, okay.
Hamada-kun's building momentum. Will this work? This'll be good.
What's the plan? Can't let this go to waste.
What is optimal? Direct hit on a weakness. Amazing, I guess. I was careless. I get this down. This is bad. I don't care anymore. I can still fight. I can do. Your attack power's fallen.
No, that's bad. Okay.
Something else. Utilizing. Yes. Maximum firepower.
Yeah, I'm not gonna even let that play around with that.
Hamada-kun's building momentum.
Let's kill it. Please let that be the end of it. Not quite. I guess was gonna get this regardless.
Thank you for your support. What else? All enemies defeated. Good work out there.
Yeah, frick it.
Oh, hello.
Ring of Sorrow. Dog Suit of Sorrow.
Hey! Thank you very much.
Hey,
Sure. Sorry, give me a minute here. It's hiding that. Pretty sure they were a spam bot. Not even giving them the chance to look at it. Don't advertise in the chat. Do I have any light? Yeah. Where did I get those? Okay, that's actually nice, but I don't want to drop it on Yamaha. On Ken. I can make do with that, I guess, for now until I can swap it out.
I'm still setting up. It'll take a little more time.
Oh!
Down by a monocle. All together now. How do you like that? Well, that's how we do it.
Marvel. I'm looking for.
Are you accepting a request?
Wonderful. Let's hear the results.
Oh my.
Here are my requests. By all means.
Very well.
Ken is primarily light. Well, I should swatch him out for Akihiko anyways. Yeah, Ken is light and his persona also has his persona also has Zayanaga. I need to see how many floors this Kokyotis has. Okay, I'm taking a look. 15. The Monad doors are only in the first 7. I want to say I'm on floor 6 or 7 right now. Well, yeah, we're still going. It's not grinding if this is the main gameplay. Kodamaru's also pushing his limit here.
This floor has been fully explored.
It has been fully explored, but I do want to go get those chests. So we're just going to beeline to those chests and keep an eye out for Twilight
I
Fragments.
feel a little
would be nice to get Mitsuru back because only having one healer is actually painful for the level of exploration here.
This will be a fight worth our while.
Yeah, no, actually I don't feel like fighting right now. I'll fight you.
Loot that jet.
This shouldn't be a problem.
You can do it! You dodged the attack! Nice one! Enemy eliminated! Nice one, Sonata-senpai! Don't hold anything back! Enemy signal destroyed! Mission complete!
Nailed it! Nice going, Faye.
Oh, it's all explored again.
There's a chest.
Oh, there's a treasure chest!
Yeah.
I'll start preparing the analysis! One enemy knocked out my isis! One enemy knocked out my isis! Heat shock! At hand! Amazing!
I didn't mean to just cast instant death at them, Alex. That was a mistake.
Mission complete!
I spy some treasure.
What's that? It just went. I know I've. I hope we don't end up running into anything too dangerous.
Okay. We're gonna go in hoping 50 is enough. Actually, I can go back and just save. Now something's weak to fire. Instant hit. Good to know. Focus. That's not crazy good.
Not bad.
Systems reading off of this is my resolve. Guidance is victory.
Good
One
one.
enemy knocked down by Icus. I'm still setting up. It'll take a little more time. What is optimal? Pizza. You're poisoned. Keep an eye on your health. Do this. Yes, for my friends. Thank you very much. Kurotan's poisoned. He needs help.
Oh, I actually got SP there. Huh. Nah, I need him testing some stuff. Okay, now I'll be fine healing him. Healing this poison on his round.
What's the plan? Take this! This looks pretty bad.
Junpei comes in bad shape.
Okay, it's go time. Better use this.
That was close. Poison!
It is time. Pizza.
I'm just gonna keep hunting you.
Good
One
one.
enemy knocked down by Icus.
Okay, what do I still not know?
Could I scan on this enemy?
Light is the one I would test with that Igus gun. Only Igus can test.
Persona. Junpei-kun's poisoned. Watch out for your health.
So now it's ice on
Could I
you.
scan on this enemy?
Electric missed you, so. But I don't have a lot I can do, so I'm gonna put the unpoisoned Kodomaru.
You've been knocked down.
Can't break me!
You're poisoned. Keep an eye on your health. A strong one. Be on your guard.
Everyone's already tested Slack. Yeah, I should worry about poison.
Now's my chance!
Just hope he doesn't kill.
Sonata-senpai's been knocked down. Are you okay?
You'll regret that.
Sonata-senpai's back in the fight.
Gonna win this.
Hunt you again. You need ice and electric. You are weak to... I'm gonna do a full analysis on you. Weak to electric. Did I just full analysis them? Yeah, I've got the food points for this. I rarely... Okay, so... That was the wrong one. Stupid.
I see. So this is what we're
So-
up against.
Ice, electric, and... Okay.
It is time.
Anyone with crossover on all three?
I can do this. Summoning. Something else.
Ready to run.
Your turn.
I'll take care of this. I've got this.
The enemy is down.
Don't pull any punches. Good boy.
Enemy down. Present sync. I can do this. No.
Oh, I had actually thought that thing wasn't still down.
My resolve.
Okay, that means I actually have to switch to fire.
This is my duty. Amazing. Don't hold anything back. Fire in the special attack. Ultimate drop. Taste some. Not next. I'm hit. I've already scanned this one. Go for an electric shock.
Delivery. Good for you.
Enemy eliminated. Nice one, Sonata Senpai.
Some serious
You're
damage.
hurt. Do you have any healing?
Yeah, the question is, do I want to go for the kill or go for the heal? Let's go for the... Let's go for the heal. Or for the kill, I mean. 'Cause I'm pretty sure this will kill. If it doesn't, then Akihiko's dead. I only have one revival. It's a bit of a gamble. And I didn't bring Yukari with Recarm, but there we go.
Teamwork has won the day.
New skill, huh?
Good to see you. Okay.
I'm actually going to go back, but I want to go collect the stuff on this floor.
Check out that
Oh,
fancy
dear
jet.
lord. How many do I have? Yeah, I can afford it.
Not bad. I appreciate.
Hey,
So what do the new parts do?
Hey.
Oh, that's helpful. Oh, that's interesting, I guess.
That. Hell yeah!
Oh yeah, these things.
Hey there.
Not bad. Impressive.
Oh, hell no! Yo, for real?
And this is how we're going to re-earn every single one of our abilities.
Hey. I owe you one.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh, right. Let me think.
Impressive.
I think.
Oh, right.
All right.
My mistake.
Alright. I am going to go ahead and call it there for today, I think. I'm going to move the camera over here. Give me one moment, guys. I can... Oh, sorry, pup. You can go ahead and keep lying on that blanket you like. Steal it for now if you want. Okay, and let me grab this so I can get everything shut down easily. A little bit of a long session, yeah, but I don't feel like we made that much progress. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I'll just do... Nope, there we go. So, we're moving. I've got thoughts. I've got thoughts. I need to get this game powered out before I really go into them here. Okay. Let me Let me move chat over here for me so I'm just looking directly at the chat. I'm not sure how I feel about episode Aegis here. It has been a little bit too stretched out. Like I don't know how I feel about Tartarus and like the Tartarus. I can move my mic a little bit into a better spot. Sorry guys. On a good day, I don't know how I feel about the randomly generated dungeons of Persona. Like they're good gameplay stretches. Like they're nice to just, especially just to test out Persona kits, really fill out your playtime, but with some gameplay between major story beats. But at the same time, they stretch a little too long, especially right now. This Tartarus stuff is, or the Abyss of Time in this case, it's a little too much, I think. I'm not enjoying it. It feels just way too grindy. And there's no real breaking it up either. It just feels like I'm watching numbers go up with the floors. Most of the time, my interaction with the game is not changing at all because these enemies largely are staying pretty consistent from the start of the area to the end. There's maybe like one or two enemies that get added every few floors, but it's not a lot. The Monad doors are like the big gameplay shakeup, and I hate Monad doors. I was pretty tired of them by the end of Reload, if I remember right as well. I don't know if I talked about that in the off the shelf or not, but they're repetitive as shit. And like the bosses, and these are the bosses, they have the boss themes and everything, are just boring to look at. There's none of the cool like full moon bosses from the main game. Like I'm not particularly enjoying episode Aegis is what I'm saying. It's like I'm looking at how many doors there are left, which there were 6 doors left if I'm not wrong, and I'm technically kind of only 5 doors because the next stretch is just going to be like 30 to 40 minutes of me just running through a Tartarus or an Abyss of Time section, and it's going to be a pretty like not obvious but pretty open and shut, in and out run, most likely maybe with some Monad doors. I'll get through it in like 5 more, but that also means 5 more weeks of streams of this. I'm not sure how I feel about that. It's wearing on my patience a bit, to be honest. Like last time it was fun coming in like, oh, more Persona. This time I'm like, oh, this is it. This is the entire DLC. I don't know. If anyone's experienced playing the DLC and thinks it's going to change, let me know. But I'm starting to get similar feelings I got while playing Oku on stream, where I'm like, this doesn't feel like a great on-stream experience. I'm not particularly surprised by any story beats. I kind of can see where the story's going already. I've heard rumblings and whispers. I know about like what's at the. I know like what like where these characters end off because I've been in the Persona fandom. I know kind of where this where like what the like what what's going on here. Just I don't know the inner detail, the middle details, and the middle details just aren't interesting me as much. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if there's anyone still here or not because I definitely lost a lot of momentum partway in. It's just episode Aegis is something. It's something. I'm not sure if I'm gonna come back to this again. I really did give this one a shot. It's yeah. If you I might put it up to a poll if you guys are interested in seeing me continue this. Because I'm going to be honest here, I'm not that interested to keep going. But if I don't want to like stop before there's gold. If there's like gold or there's something you particularly want me to see, I'll keep going. But this might be the second time I abandon episode Aegis. Because it's just not fun. The gameplay it's exposing the cracks of Reload's gameplay a bit, to be honest. It's like I'm seeing where it's like, oh, it's simultaneous. It's too easy, so it's getting repetitive, and there's not a lot mixing it up. I'm not seeing a lot different going on. I feel like I'm going through the exact same motions I went through in the base game, just with less stuff in between, just like condensing the entire base game Tartarus and Persona raising. And I was hoping that maybe it'd be like some like grind my it'd be a shorter campaign, but like all the bosses would be like grind my bones to dust kind of things. No, the bosses, they don't feel that much harder than the mid to end game bosses of Persona 3 Reload. And maybe they get much harder at the end, but like it's not giving me anything. It's just not. I don't know. If I was pushing to do this for an off-the-shelf with Realm, for example, I might be willing to keep going more or not be as uncertain if I'm going to keep going. But we're not doing an off-the-shelf on this. I don't think Realm wants to spend the money on the DLC. I don't particularly blame him. It's expensive DLC. I got it on sale when I got it. And if he's not necessarily looking to do it, there's no like channel discussion coming out on this. I have too many other big projects to do on the channel. There's probably not going to be a knick-knack review and analysis of just the random Persona 3 DLC. I'm pretty much, this is just a playthrough for stream, and it's not been a particularly interesting one, is what I'm saying here. I don't know. I'm gonna put it up to a vote in the Discord and maybe on the channel, but I might just keep it to the Discord. I'm thinking I need to think on it a bit, but I might look at just moving on to Fire Emblem Path of Radiance at this rate. Yeah, I might just look at moving on to Path of Radiance. It just, that game is enticing me a lot more than this one is, that's for sure. And it's like it feels like it'd be more worth it to play a game like that from the beginning. Not that I haven't enjoyed Persona stuff. I'd love to do something else Persona in the future. My biggest worry and why I was kind of hoping episode Aegis might feel a little bit better to play was Persona games are long. Starting one on the channel, that would basically be me committing to, if we're looking at say an 80, 100-hour game playthrough, let's say 80, like I'm not taking my time at all, and I'm getting like 3 hours in a night, because that's about the max I'd probably be able to do comfortably on average. You're looking at not even like, because 10 streams would be 20 streams. No, we'd be looking closer at almost 30 streams, which that's almost a year's worth of a playthrough right there, I'm pretty sure. Like just a little bit less. And for a Persona game, that's not necessarily worth it on this channel. I don't think we have a huge Persona audience on this channel at the moment. So not a lot of chance I come back to say play Persona 4, I think, as a revival when that drops. As much as I'd love to try Persona on the channel, it's just not likely going to happen anytime soon. I think right now on the channel, the max I can really put into a game is like 40 hours before I'm like, okay, this isn't worth it unless it's like Fate. So yeah. Next week we'll see what happens next. I might continue with 3 Reload episode Aegis if people are interested in the Discord, or I'll just move on to Path of Radiance, whatever the Discord seems to think when we check in with them. As for other stuff coming up. Friday, Seki and Vorn will be streaming Baldur's Gate again, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's this Friday. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's this Friday. And Seki will probably be back next week with FGO. I'm sure. I actually think she wanted to do an extra one this week, but she can't because she's dog sitting right now, so that was just not going to happen. But next week, I imagine she'll be back with FGO, and I think she wants to do a little bit of a longer stream next week, is what I think I heard from her last stream. And it's not next week, but there is going to be a tea time chat coming up in the near future for the 0 people watching. I'll drop you guys a fun little tidbit early that I won't talk about anywhere else. And with no people watching, I'm sure nobody's going to see this. Nobody's going to see this at all. We're going to be doing a special tea time chat sometime in a couple weeks. I want to say it'll be... is it Martin Luther King Day when I have the day off? No, that was this last day off I had. President's Day, I'm pretty sure, is the one we're looking at. We're going to be doing a special tea time chat, and in that tea time chat, it's going to have to be pulled down after it's over. It's not going to be recorded. We'll be immediately re-uploading the tea time chat with the part edited out, but I wonder what could be going into that part of the tea time chat that's not going to be public after the VOD is up. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, that's a ways out. Man, my track record on DLC has not been great. I also dropped the Pokemon DLC recently. Like, I was trying to play through that, and it's just way too grindy. I don't like this. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like I'm not like randomly generated. No, it's not that, because I like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, for example. I just these randomly generated content. It just doesn't do it for me more often than not. At some point, I expect FGO is going to drop something new at some point. They did drop that entire a new story arc thing recently, and it sounds like it's going to be a year of content, but we haven't really started, and we're approaching the end of January, which doesn't surprise me. Like, it's going to be probably pretty gradual. I imagine a max of like 4 new chapters. So, but that means that's more than we have in previous. Normally, if it's only been like once or twice a year, I've booted up and done like the all-nighter FGO streams to fill a chapter out. You might see that happen sooner rather than later and more often this year. We'll see. But yeah, I think that's all I have for the moment. I'm going to go ahead and get going. I hope everyone has I guess, can I give you guys a hint? Do I know what the next servant is off the top of my head? That video didn't go up yet. I can Nah, I gave you guys a very, very soft hint for the 0 people that are still watching. So yeah, you'll have to live with that. For now, all you get are the rats for the next hint for the next servant. All right, I'll see y'all around. Have a good one.